Good morning, Lang friends. Today's Tuesday, and I am going to go over today's activities with you. So we're going to start off with just doing some of our sound cards. We're not going to do the whole alphabet because I know most of you know your consonant sounds that we have been practicing a lot this school year. So we're going to do our vowels and some of those hunk and chunks as well. And then we are going to be making a list of words that begin with the th, ch, and the sh. Let's start with our vowels, friends. I, the short sound is I, dot it, I, dot it, I. Iggy loves her wiggy and Iggy loves I. We also know the long sound is I. Short sound I, long sound I. A says ah, 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 ah. Abby is sad, ah, ah, ah is A. Wah. A's long sound is A, and not forgetting that A can make that funny eh sound, like in the word can. E says eh, 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 eh. Eddie loves his teddy, and Eddie loves E. E's long sound is E, so E can say eh, and E can say E. O says ah, 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 ah is opera, opera, ah, ah, ah is opera, opera, ah, ah, ah is O. Ah. O says ah, its long sound is O. U says uh, is funny, funny underwear. Is fuzzy, funny underwear. Is you. You can say the long sound is you. I wanted to show you the AY and the AI team. When you see these teams together, they usually say A. AI and AY both say the long A sound. So you might see A in the word may or say or today. You might see this A sound like in rain or trait. That's the AI team making that long A sound. You also have EE and EA. Sorry, my hands are backwards in the video. The EE and the EA both saying the long E sound. So we know the EE says E because we learned the star word see, S-E-E, pretty early on. There's also see, the word see spelled with the EA. And the word sea with the EA is actually another word for ocean. So if you were saying, I am going to watch the waves in the sea, you would spell that S-E-A for the ocean sea, but S-E-E for the looking sea. A-L-L we know spells all. Throw that ball. If we add a k to all, we make call. T to all, we make tall. And lots more words we can come up by adding a beginning sound to the word all. All is a hunk and chunk, but it's also a word on its own. A-R we know says R. We always like doing the R. A-R, A-R, R, 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 like we're pirates. AR is an important team to know because you're going to see it in a lot of words like garden or far or star has the AR team in it. AW is a little bit tricky. We didn't spend a whole lot of time with this, but this says aw. Like if you add a P to AW, that's paw, like an animal's paw. Or a word that we commonly see with the AW would be the word saw, like I saw the moon in the night sky. AW saying the aw sound. And then we're down to the three that we're going to be working with today. SH saying shh, 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 shh. The sheep goes to sleep. TH saying the th sound. This is a thorn and this is a thistle. And CH saying the ch sound, like cha-cha chicken. So let's make a list, friends. We're going to come up with a couple of words for each one that begin with these sounds. So let's start with our th word. Hunk and chunk. So they is a star word this week. So that's an easy one that we could add. It starts with the th sound. Now the A sound is made with an EY. That doesn't make a lot of sense. That's why it's a star word, a sight word, just a word that we have to learn so that we're able to recognize it quickly when we see it, because you'll see it in books a lot. They. And what's another word that begins with the th sound? I'm thinking right now. Think. Think begins with a th sound. And now, just to switch it up, I want to think of a word that ends in the th sound. That's a little more tricky than thinking of a word that begins with the th sound. One word that we see a lot when reading books that ends in the th sound is the word with. Th. So it doesn't always begin a word. Sometimes we can see it in the middle of a word. Sometimes we might see it at the end of the word. I'm thinking of something we celebrated this weekend that has the th sound. Mother's Day. So mother has the th sound in the middle of the word. Now let's take a look at our CH, the ch sound. And one word I'm thinking of that starts with a ch, something I like to eat, cherry. And at the end, that Y is making the E sound, cherry. All right, another one. Well, I'm thinking of our phonics dance, and what do? We say cha-cha chicken. So chicken would be one. Chick. Chicken. And now I want to get a little tricky, and I want to think of a word that ends in the ch sound. And I'm thinking of something that you might see on Halloween. People dress up as this. Witch. Itch has the ch ending at the end of it. All right, let's move on over to the SH, saying the sh sound. And I'm thinking, got one. Shut. You have to remember to shut the door. The sh sound begins that word. I'm thinking of another one. Now, right now I have shack. What do I need at the end of the word to make the A say its long sound? I need a silent E. Now I have the word shake. And last, I want to think of a word that ends in the sh sound. I got one. Wish. I make a wish. All right, friends, so I am challenging you today to come up with a list of words that begin. It could have it in the middle. It could have it at the end. Any words that have the th, ch, or sh sound in them. All right, Mrs. McCready is going to be reading a book to you called Be You. You're going to go over the sight word they with with a sight word song. And then in your journal, this is a cute activity. This is our handprint page. You're going to be doing this one. It says, print the hands of all the people living in your home in different colors and place your hands here. So you're going to go around and trace each family member's hand. You could color it in and label it. So I would trace Nolan's hand and I would color it, and then I would write Nolan under it so that I know that that's Nolan's hand. And you can use this front page, and you also have the back page to do that as well. So if you have a lot of people in your family, you should be able to fit them on these 2 pages. And if you still can't fit everyone's handprint, that's okay. Just get a blank piece of paper and keep on going. And then your parents can help you fill out this special occasions chart. It says, what occasions did you celebrate during this time? Write the list down here and what you did to celebrate it. So, for example, we had Nolan's birthday, so I would write Nolan's birthday and the date, and then we celebrated by having cake and ice cream at our house. One thing we just celebrated this past weekend was Mother's Day. So we write Mother's Day and the date and how we celebrated here. So your moms and dads can help you out with this activity when they get the opportunity. Today, you're going to be doing 3 pages in your math review journal, and I'll go over those with you. This first one says, write the teen number using the tens and ones. So what it does here is it's giving you the teen number. So we're going to go over this really quick. Remember, our numbers in the teens, they start with a 1, and that 1 stands for the one group of 10 that you have when you have a teen number. So they give you an example, and here we have the number 15. So they want you to break that down. So the 1 here stands for one group of 10. Plus the 5 extra ones equals 15. So they're wanting you to break down the tens and the ones. So for the next problem, it says 18, and it wants you to say there are 10 and plus your 8. So that one group of 10 and the 8 ones. Remembering that when we have a 2-digit number, that means that the number that comes first is representing how many tens there are, right? So when we're talking about our teen number, there's just one group of 10. And when you go through all your teen numbers and then you get 2 groups of 10, then you're in your 20s. So your teen numbers are always going to have one group of 10 standing for that 10, and then a number left over. So this is 14. 10 plus 4 is 14. So on the next page, you are drawing something that is long. So you would draw it here, like maybe a snake is long, and then label your picture. It says, what is it? So I would write snake. Draw something that is heavy. Something that is heavy. A car is really heavy, right? So I could draw a picture of a car, write the word car. Draw something that is short. So I might draw a little flower here, like a daisy, and then write the word daisy to show something that is short. And then the last page is a pretty simple one. You're just comparing some things here. It says, circle the one that is bigger. So here you're comparing 2 different whales. Which one is bigger? 2 different octopi, I believe. You would circle the larger one. Then out of these two, you're circling the shorter, and then you're going to circle which one's heavier. So you're comparing length and size and weight as well. And then you'll be done with your math on that. Mrs. Parrow, our school counselor, Mrs. Parrott, our school counselor, has a lesson on calming yourself by using deep breathing. So sometimes when I feel upset, I take a few calming breaths, and that helps me to calm myself down and regroup and think of things more rationally in ways that I can solve not feeling angry anymore. So that's a really good activity to check out today. There's a mystery science review on how flowers grow, and then in art, you're going to be drawing some insects. That sounds pretty cool. So I hope all of you have a super awesome Tuesday, friends, and I will see you soon. Bye.